Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate tuning in once again. So hey, we're doing a little sunny D today because it's cold season out there. Yeah, I got sick I got sick like a week ago, and I was out of work for almost a week. Not this week, but the past week. So I was like, wow, I had like influenza A, I think they call it, or something like that. Like, I don't go to the doctor for anything unless something's like hanging off. Even then, I'll still tape it up. But I felt like I was dying, so I thought, man, I told the wife, I said, you gotta take me in. And yeah, so I'm switching up, something a little extra. So I've been taking Airborne just to keep ahead of it this time, because I tell you what, that was horrible. Horrible. So we are back on it, we are back in it, and we're in it to win it. So today's Valentine's Day, so took the wife up to dinner. So went down to the city down in Detroit area, and of course I had to stop the hobby shop because they're open till 8, so why not? So a while back I printed off my main reason to stopping in there, because I was out and I wanted to get some more. Main reason for stopping in there is I wanted to get some clear coat. I wanted some kind of like the just the Tamiya clear, just the lacquer because it's thinner. So I made these chips. I call them channel chips is what I like to call them. I made these guys here. So when I go to model shows, a lot of guys set poker chips out. I want to set these down just because I feel, to me, they're more personal. They're made with love. You know, they're just, you know, they're homemade basically. The poker chip is a cool idea. I actually like that. Clean, simple, to the point, easily collectible. But I'm going to throw the mix in there, and you got to have to carry one of these around if I hand one to you. So I've been painting them in red. So I've been doing them in flat red or dull red, and then blue. And then I go through and paint them with the white, and then I clear coat them. Well, I was out of clear coat. So we stopped the hobby shop, and I picked up a lot of clear coat. Just because, so I got this LP9. I thought I'd try some in LP24, some of the semi-clear gloss. So we got, how many bottles we pick up? Got quite a few. See if we can do this. I'll tear it down here. Oh, hold it. Oh, wait. I don't know. It's looking kind of tricky here. So we got that many bottles. So how many that is? And there we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bottles of clear to get these done. Probably couldn't do that again. Plus it's sitting on top of this model box, on top of another model box. So had some pretty good balance work for myself. So see, I'm feeling better. So it's working out okay. Then we got 2 bottles of dull red. Or it's actually not dull red, it's just flat red. So this is LP79. We got 2 of those. And then I got 2 bottles of LP78, which is a flat blue. Because once I clear them, slip your fingers. It don't matter what color, if I dull it or not, it's going to look shiny. So this one here was done in lacquer clear. I think it just looks cleaner. So that's what I'm doing. So of course, while I was down there, picked up a couple model kits while we were there, just because, you know, it's Friday. I figure, hey, why not? We'll get a couple models while we're down there. So a while back, I picked up a Tamiya. What was that? A Mercedes. And I told you guys, I've not yet done a Tamiya. I got a lot of them here, but I got to get on one. I'm really wanting to. Now, I saw this every time I've been there. This is the Ferrari FXX. I think that is one cool looking car. Yeah, so I think that's sharp looking. I have to be honest with you, this is my first Ferrari kit. I don't have any Ferraris here. I built an F40 back in the day, like the monogram. I think it was like a 1/16 scale. I built that guy. But that was it. That's the only one I got. So I think that looks super, super sharp. I think that's really cool looking. So we figure, well, we'll dive into this one day and go from there. So it looks nice and detailed. So we can try that out. And this is another model. I've been eyeing this thing up for a long time. And I like big rigs. I like all models, you know. I like them all. That's just the way it is. So we got this AMT Peterbilt, the Coors livery, Coors Banquet, yes sir. And I think this is a cool looking model. I really like the looks of this. So yeah, so we got the tilt cab going on and all that good fun stuff. And yeah, so it just looks like a really nice builder. Typical AMT gives you the road map on the back. So there's a lot of goodies in here. There's 250 parts of super detailed parts included. Yep, so we got the Detroit diesel engine. Now, when I was working at the implement dealer, our truck that we had for delivering equipment had a Detroit diesel, and the guys always referred to it as the road oiler because it leaked everywhere, so it just oiled the road as you're driving it. So we got 10 hollow Firestone tires, twin fuel tanks, optimal road lights. Optional road lights. I don't have my glasses on. Detailed interior with air ride, driver's seat, and optional windshield visor, and more. So, looks like it's kind of cool. I like the decal sheet in there. That is really cool looking. So, one day, we might get on that. So, okay, that's all I got for you. Just a quick short video. So, hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day out there. Take your wife out to something nice, or your husband if that's the case, for you ladies out there. And, yeah, oh, I forgot one more thing. I got some tape. Some 3mm tape. Never had enough tape. So that's what we got. That's it. That's all I got for you. Okay, guys. Wrapping it up. So you guys have a good one. And we'll see you on the next video. Keep building those models. And don't let the paint fumes get to you too much, right? Alright, guys. We'll see you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.